Well, hello, good morning. It's March 18th and warming up outside. Snow starting to melt. Spring is a-coming. So what I plan to do today with this radio is complete the alignment of the shortwave band 2 and then get on to the FM side of things and start trying to track down what may or may not be wrong with the FM side of it. One of the observations I made on the shortwave is that the shortwave 2 band doesn't seem to produce much AVC voltage, and that just may be an alignment issue, that it's just out of alignment. So what I want to do first though is turn on this set, turn on the receiver, and let it warm up and see if it doesn't hold in or if the old problem has returned. So the signal generator running at 4 megahertz. I'm going to tune this to, well, first we're going to check on the AM band. I'm going to have it tuned to 4. Tune it in, see what the voltage is on the meter. Have a sight there, and we'll see what happens over 10 or 15 minutes. Okay. Everything's good. Start with the broadcast band. Voltage. Lots of volume. Seems okay. Okay, now we'll go to shortwave 2. Very quiet. Tune around 4. I've got the signal generator loosely coupled. There's that terrible sound. Huh. There's essentially no antenna on this radio. So 4 megahertz and I said shortwave 2. That doesn't make sense. We're up around the high, we're like 13.8, somewhere around that, 13 megahertz band. Okay, well that's pretty good. But the AVC action is pretty minimal, if anything. Just barely moving. Good, we're off to a good start. I'm going to tune it to 14.5. And I'm going to bring in the signal generator here. 14.5. Very weak from the signal generator, but I do have it loosely coupled. It's a tiny amount of AVC action on that. I have the volume way up. That's why it might not seem to relate. Let me put the volume in a normal setting here. Normal would be like this. You don't hear a thing. Barely hear, just barely. Okay, I'm going to let it operate like that. Oh, we're not even on full power here. Let's go full power here. Just a wee bit of retuning. think most other receivers would be picking this up really well. It's a very strong signal, even though it's loosely coupled. It's still pretty close. Loosely, closely coupled. Okay, we'll leave this operating as it is. Turn it just a wee bit. Things may drift a bit. Just retune when I come back. We're on 14.5, and my frequency counter, if you can read it, yeah, you can read it, 14.425, so it's a little ways off. Not too bad though. Alignment may bring it all back. We'll let this operate for a while now. Okay, come back in my shop, and clearly there's something producing a smoke smell in here. No. No. What is it? Oh, I think I know what it is. It's this. Ah, man. So this is a bag I'm using to cover the socket for the Magic Eye tube, which is not plugged in. I left it laid up against an output tube. Can you see the black? So it's got a paper sticker on it, and it's gone completely black. Oh my gosh. Well, that's good, because it's not important. A little scary there. Don't like fires in the house. Okay, where are we at? I don't hear it. Probably tuning. Uh-oh. Don't tell me you've gone away. It looks like it has. How do I know for sure this has happened? Volume way up. I didn't have the volume high enough. Doesn't hear a thing. Not a thing. Okay, so I'm going to clip the signal generator right onto the antenna here. This is a very strong signal. So that signal is loud enough to blow the doors off any radio. This one, it's barely coming through. Okay, we need to check the other bands. So we'll go back to the broadcast. Okay, I'm watching the meter move too. Oh my gosh, what happened there? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. So 2 or 3 times now, 2 times anyway, I've been operating this tuning control and the radio has popped back to life. Coincidence or not? Okay, we'll go back to shortwave 2. Some more sensitivity here. Yeah. EPC meter's going up. There's still something in here that is hit and miss. Oh, it just dropped right off, didn't it? Or I'm tuning. No, it did drop off. Son of a gun. It's dropping off even as I talk. Switch to AM, it came back. Really? It's the switch. drift around. Okay, so it's retuned a bit. Just working the push button. Tuning. It's causing the tuning to drift back and forth, and that's... So this radio is working normally right now because it's got good volume. Well, why in heaven's name would touching the tuning knob affect anything to do with this? It really can't. I think I got to go through another round of switch cleaning here. Yep, that's what has to happen now. More switch cleaning. What I'm thinking has happened here is I'm going to start with alcohol once again. I'm thinking the alcohol and the other cleaners I put in here have gone into the switch, but not exactly where the contacts are. So good luck to me. I'm going to attempt to pile in the alcohol here. So just put a little in the straw and then it'll run out. There it goes. I see it dripping right out the bottom of the radio. There's so much of it. And we need to do this FM one also. Here, a little in the straw. It just runs right through the straw. And it's dripping out the bottom. It's loads of alcohol in there. Okay, we need to let that dry up before I operate it again. And I wonder if I should spray some other cleaner in there now or try it or what. I wonder. Maybe while I'm waiting for it to dry out, I'll shave off this wax that's on from the Great Wax incident somewhere in the past of this radio. People put candles on top of their radios. I wonder if the radio melted the wax. Probably not. It almost looks like the red color of the wax is stained into the button here. Egregious dirt in all these. Not egregious, but dirt. All need to be cleaned better at some point. But I suspect the alcohol is just about dry. Let's give it another few minutes here. So I think I'm going to hook up the signal generator to the antenna through this simulator circuit, antenna simulator circuit. This is a standard antenna simulator circuit. I'll just stick this on and go from there. Okay, ready for another attempt here. Broadcast. Start there again. That's on the 15 volt scale. That's 8 volts there. Okie doke. Shortwave 1 for just for fun. Lots of volume. No signals. What's that scratchy? What's the scratchy? Ah, what? Oh. There's a cat inside this radio. That's what it is. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, not sure what to make of the ABC right now. So we're on shortwave 1, dial up 4. Lots of ABC there. Okay, shortwave 2. Not much volume. Oh my gosh, Peanut, really? Well, that's pretty good. It's a fairly strong signal being fed into the radio. Should give a very strong AVC response, which I think it does. What? What is it? Oh my gosh. He watches my feet to see which way I'm facing and how I'm holding my feet. He can figure out if I'm going to walk or where I'm going to go. He likes to watch my feet. Okay. Doesn't that tell it all? That tells it all. What is going on? It's like you can hear the spring inside. What's happening? Peanut, I can't do anything about it right now because this has all become just too interesting here. Let's get out the oh so effective stick. It just went away, huh? Sounds like it's the switch mechanism itself we're hearing. That's probably retuning from flexing the board a bit. Well, so one of the things I did off camera is I studied the schematic to see if there was some difference in the way the AVC voltage is derived and then transferred up into the earlier tubes to control their gain between the AM band, the shortwave 1 and shortwave 2, and there's actually no difference. There's no switch involved. It's kind of hardwired, if you like. So it should deliver the same kind of AVC for the same kind of output. Everything. good AVC response, but almost no volume. So that's interesting. I push on that and the AVC response goes up. It could be a tuning thing. What? Okay, so I let go of this knob and it just... Radio, show me some stability of some sort. Output 2. Everything. It's everything. It's absolutely everything. We've gone from bad to worse. Wire vibrating back here makes a sound. Some of them anyway. This is way down in the audio part of the radio. Why would this be causing it to... So I did all that soldering yesterday. Maybe I booped up. Yeah, it's everything. close to something here. Control making a big difference. Could again be the speakers, their response may be different. Oh my gosh, I got something going on here, something going on here. Help me. Oh. It's a tuning thing. Just if it happens quick enough, it sounds like a pop. The tube itself is noisy. It does have the sound of parts inside the tube kind of wiggling around, eh? Oh my gosh. Really? What a radio. What a radio. What a radio. Well, I think these are EL84s, are they not? And I'm going to have to try different tubes in there. Yeah, I'm sure they're EL84s. EL84. Oh my gosh. Do I have a tube tester that can find a noisy tube like that? Just getting nowhere here. Okay, I have an alternate EL84 here, but its condition is unknown. So I have this set up for a EL84 or 6BQ5, same thing. Just check it, 420H 05176 05176 0304 0304 30. Blade is F. In you go. Just do a line check. Good. This tube I think draws a fair bit of current in the heater, so good to check the line voltage. Okay, it's definitely heating up. Let's look for shorts in it. And how good are you? So this should come up to 1460. So really, right up to this top. It's very good. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to try this in the radio. It's already getting warm. That's how hot these tubes are. Burning hot, as I discovered earlier. Still hot? Nope. This is the one I think is the noisemaker. Let me try this one. Maybe this one's a noisemaker too. So large tubes have large structures inside and they're more likely to be sensitive. to a vibration. You wouldn't think it would be that bad. Okay, we go broadcast. Away we go. Noise is gone. Is it really that tube? Power off. Is it the tube, or is it just the way it was in the socket? Let's put in the supposed noisy tube. Here we go. You are the radio, that's for sure. The radio of torture. We're on broadcast. Shortwave 1. Things working hunky-dory here. Shortwave 2. Somebody save me. Let's make it noisy as it heats up more. All gone now. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's definitely just bumping wires back here can make sounds like that. Are we good to go again? Is that what's happened here? So the AVC voltage around 5 volts right now. Let's see if I can just tune in a wee bit higher. Not really. Yeah, just a touch. Ridiculously difficult radio to tune. Okay. Oh! Not okay. And there you have it. Is it this? Cannot be that. Cannot be the switch. It's nothing to do with the output tube. Right back to square one. I thought I'd solved this problem. I was just tuning. Something pops and it retunes a bit. That's it. Something pops and it retunes a bit. It's drifting right now. It could be warm up or it's this slow motion pop. Yeah, it's just retuning. Oh, I got a nice voltage now. Okay, I gotta let this thing just sit and run for a while. Okay, radio, I'm coming back in a few minutes. You better behave. Well, I think it's been 15 minutes, and the AVC has stayed up. Oh my gosh. Doesn't take much in terms of retuning this radio for the AVC to drop right off, like just a hair trigger radio. Is that what I've been chasing all this time? Okay, we're going to get on with the alignment of Shortwave 2. Oh. No, no, no. You gotta be kidding me. There's still something in there. Oh. We're back to the output tube here. Well, something over here. This tube warms up, one of these tubes warms up and becomes sensitive. Son of a gun. Are we ever going to get around to actually finishing this radio? I don't know anymore. Those are way too hot to touch. I'm going to put the alternate tube in. We're going to operate the radio. Hopefully I'll get through the alignment on shortwave band 2 and call it quits. I'll call it quits for today. That's what I'm hoping. My fingers are crossed. Okay, I've actually had a cooling fan blowing on that. I went for lunch. Take out the tube in question. Put this one in. I'm going to turn the set on, let it run for a while. Here we go. Lots of volume. Shortwave 2. Shortwave 2. 7 volts on the meter. Okay, this is bound to drift though. What's that? What's that clicking? Leave it running. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. Where'd the tone go? There it is. There's the voltage on the meter again. Good. That's good. I think that's good. What's going on over here? Seems to be the same tube. Must be something to do with the socket. Gotta be bad solder again under there. How can that be? I've resoldered these two tubes twice now. Okay. I think we gotta go for a third. Jeepers creepers. Cool this off again. This is the problem with intermittent. This is the problem with intermittent problems. They're intermittent. Let that cool off, and I'll do some more soldering. Well, if you look at that wire that's sticking up through the board, right in the center of the picture, and look down at the base, doesn't it look to you like it's cracked? Let me just see if I can flex it. We'll see what happens here. Well, feels pretty solid, but that's the kind of thing I'm looking for right there. Oh, look at that, right in the shadow. Huh. So I have resoldered quite a few connections. None of them look like this one. This one really does seem to have a crack on it. The cracked ones are like long since done, I'd say. I'm gonna stick some fresh solder in there. Sorry about the camera. Good. Now, I mean, the thing it's easy to be fooled by how things look. In a radio like this, I find. Well, it certainly is resoldered. What is this just behind it here? A little more resoldering right down on those things that I know what I'm looking at, but you may not. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready once again here. So we'll start again on broadcast. Lots of volume again. Shortwave 1. Lots of volume. Shortwave 2. Ah, the signal generator's right there. Sensitivity check. I heard something there. Nothing out of sorts. Oh my gosh, that's probably retuning again. Could be retuning. Could be tension left in the tuning system, a little bit of vibration, and the capacitor will just give in to the slight tension on it. I'm just making that stuff up, you know. Radio to tune. Okay, we're going to leave it operate, and I will come back, see if the sensitivity is returned. Okay, so this was operating for about 3 minutes, and then I could hear the tone just drop. Tuning? Drop so far so fast just from tuning unless some component is changing. Let's give it the tap test yet. Seems better. You can still hear that in the speaker. It should just be a tappy sound. There it goes again. Is it this? I mean, you can't even see me move this knob. I can't even feel it move. It's an artifact of having such a broad range of frequencies in the shortwave band. All the way from 18 down to 6. 12 megahertz. Okay, well, actually it seems so good. So far so good. We'll let it run a little longer, then I'm going to do the alignment. Yeah. Finally. Okay, back in here. Let's see. This is stable now. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh, it's gone. Can't be gone. gone weak. Frustration running high. Okay, got this problem over here solved. Oh my gosh. So I've ordered a can of Freezy spray. It's going to be here in a little bit. Does this thing ever come back on its own? You know, I don't know if it's ever actually come back on its own. It always involves letting it cool off. That's a good sign. That means the Freezy spray is gonna help. Button. Ha! It's the button still. Well, an easy way to fix that is push the button. Okay, I think it's ready. I think it's ready. I'm not sure I can make that button any more reliable than it is. So, I must act quickly now. Quickly, what did I do with all my tools? Here they are. Okay. First of all, we need to. I better read the instructions. Read the instructions. Read the instructions again. So, going to 6.1 over here. 6. I think 0.1 must be marked. 6.1. And doing A13 and A14. A13, A14. Where'd my magic paper go? Okay, I studied it earlier. I'm pretty sure I know. Famous last words. Which one to turn. So I want to go to 6.1. On the mark. There's a little mark right there. We'll call that 6.1. There's a little mark right here. Okay, 6.1. On the money. Well, that's good. That sounds good and strong. I've got a great 12 volts on there. Let's knock this down a little bit. Even better. Okay, now we're getting 5 volts on the meter. So I think this is an oscillator adjustment here, so you shouldn't even have to do it. These slugs in that, they're not waxed in or anything. So even these things could be part of the sensitivity. I'm fighting the AVC. It's good. Okay, and the other one. Oh my gosh, I must have stepped. Did I step on the wire? If I step on the camera wire, sometimes it pulls the camera up like that. Sorry about that. That's what happens when you rush around. Okay, watching the meter. This one was a little bit out. Now we go to the other end of the band, and they recommend 17.9 megacycles. That sounds like right at the end here. 18. You know, it's not marked, so I'm going to do this. That's 17.5. So I can put it right on the dot. 17.5. Okay, now dial that up. Where is it? turn up the radio a little bit louder. Okay, very, very small. Very small AVC voltage. Try tuning it a little better. So the button, push the button, Jim. No. Tune again. Perfect. Grab the tool. Let's see if this makes a difference. Here we go. I'm not sure if it's really sounds like I'm tuning the radio. What do you get? Now that is on a bit of a lower setting on the signal generator. This would be like a medium signal for most radios. You receive it fairly well. Not to get too hung up on this. I'm going to punch up the signal generator power. That makes everybody feel better. Okay, let's put it back down. Just check to make sure that's it. That's it for that. That's it for that. I'm going to put on an antenna and give this guy a go. That's the next plan. Okay, here we go. It's now 1:45 in the afternoon. The clock's correct now. According to, was it daylight saving time? Eastern Standard Time? I never know which one's which. We're on the summer time. Doesn't make any sense to you. We change our clocks twice a year here in Canada, North America generally. Okay. Right. Just, yeah, it's been tough. So we're on the antenna, and right now we are tuned to 17. Right there. There it is. Pretty good volume. For noise, anyway. There we go. I don't like that heterodyne tone that's coming with it. Very weak station. Push the button. Push the button. Oh. C13. What's with the heterodyne? Every signal has a heterodyne go through. Coming up on 10. This is 10 here. Having trouble seeing in the dark. It's very dark for me. .5.
In the marriage solution. Some people go too far and say the law has been done away with, but it's still just things to do. Yeah, that's right. It's not very clear.
murderous to try to tune in a fading signal with this radio. Well, that's got to be 9.330. It's right in the right spot here on the dial. It's perfectly correct. Strong signal. ABC comes alive. You know, that's 8 volts of ABC. That's as much as we ever see. Why so quiet everywhere else? ABC is so low. ABC is so low. Actually, it doesn't make sense. I think when the ABC voltage goes down, like it is here, sensitivity of the set should maximize. So it should be roaring with noise. Without changing the volume, the strong signal produced a nice volume in here. And relatively speaking, the noise is way, way, way down. I don't know why that would be. You know, it's possible, for instance, the IF amplifier tube is not working well on... No, that's not true. I was going to say on higher frequencies. No, that's not true. IF tube is conducting IF frequencies for 60 kilohertz. Doesn't matter what band you're on. Well, not a great showing, but you know, the time of day here. I'll have to come back in a couple of hours and try it again and see what we get. Could be, I mean, the sun is active. There was a radio blackout, X-ray, I think X-ray generated blackout a couple of days ago. Maybe there's one happening right now here. That's what I'm banking on. Okay, I'll come back in the evening and check it out.